Portage says the officer is the F-150 of the world, a brag that the two ties the medium-sized pickup to the bigger, top-of-the-line F-150 and to its worldwide foundations of late. It likewise rethinks the past age model, which was sent here a couple of years after it went marked down in the remainder of the world, making it both an abnormal transfer and old upon appearance. 10 years had passed since passage dusk the officer here, when it was as yet a minimal truck, and this was the pickup that should revive the officer name in America? Once more, indeed, here we are. Portage has by and by given the remainder of the world another officer before its home market. However, it straightened out the course of events with the goal that Americans are just hanging tight around 2 years for the upgraded one. We figure most American clients aren't especially inspired by the F-150 of the world, and are rather expecting the officer of the USA. Our officer. One deserving of making up for the shortcoming of that multitude of officer-less years we expected to persevere, and which gave contenders that stuck it out in the fragment an advantage, in particular, the Toyota Tacoma. One deserving of the fabricated Portage intense mantra. The new 2024 Passage Officer actually holds connections to the variants sold in Australia, Thailand, Europe, and somewhere else, yet it's a vastly improved centered rig for our market than the officer sold here from 2019 to 2023. Portage heard your protests and overhauled the officer from the beginning, actually let worldwide business sectors test it out, and afterward changed it somewhat more. That is the American perspective on, yet at the same it's not altogether false. Portage guarantees the 2024 officer was its greatest examination undertaking to date, zeroing in vigorously on what North American clients needed. The past truck was a worldwide model, solitary was adjusted for North America sometime later. During our most memorable gander at the truck in the midst of log lodges in a woodland sitting above the still waters of Camp Woodbury in Dexter, Michigan, in what could be a medium-sized way of life truck's normal living space, the new officers seemed to mix the insight of a carefully prepared worldwide champion with the assumptions for American truck proprietors. Large numbers of our initial presumptions in regards to the 2024 officer's body and trim were right. It looks basically equivalent to the worldwide adaptation you've known all about beginning around 2021. Portage will offer the officer as a 4-entryway supercrew with 5-foot bed for its underlying delivery. No timetable for the supercab, expanded taxi, and 6-foot bed accessibility or requesting was given, however this Armada deer is coming. Subsequently, every one of the subtleties Portage has given so far are to the supercrew. There are no particulars for taxi and bed aspects, or payload for the supercab presently. 3 trim levels will be accessible: XL, XLT, and Lasso. The 2024 Officer Raptor, full first-look story here, at last advances over to North America. However, Portage treats it nearly as an alternate truck by and large, not even a 4th trim level. Assuming serious going mud romping is the thing you're pursuing, the Raptor will be of pinnacle interest to you. Yet, the standard officer is extreme by its own doing, and pulls off the look. With 2 crawls of extra body and casing width, the officer has a harder, more ruling look than the fairly restricted-looking truck it replaces, and that means a solid and certain position. A lot of planned prompts stream down from the F-150, including the natural C-brace headlights conform to the even bar, a respectable symbol. It will imply that it is constructed Portage intense. Joined with an etched hood, more etched square bumpers, and a changed rooftop line, the officer has its own look and mentality.